We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Which fighter will say no mas? Nice exchange here from both men. That jab misses. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Just missed with that hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice defense on that hook. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The jab doesn't quite connect. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, some.
And there's the bell for round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He missed with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Let's get it started in round three. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Well done with that counter shot. The straight right just misses. Good counter punching. Big whiff with the right hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? That counter shot lands. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. Catch and shoot. Swing and a miss with that hook. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punch. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. They exchange punches. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
Back into the fray here in round 5. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Beautiful counter punch. he going to punch himself out, though? This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. That hook won't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They're looking really close at this cut. Will the fight continue? And the referee's going to allow them to fight. They're going to call the doctor over in a minute to check out these cuts.
I hope they've got a good cuts man in that corner.
There's the bell for round 6. What an action-packed round that was. Let's see what they have in store for us here.
Good work the last round. Be smart. Don't get too braggadocious. You'll get turned over and walk into a shot, and that's the last thing you want.
A lot of effort being exerted here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Those counter punches have to hurt. He just misses with that jab. Nope, that hook won't score. Holding nothing back here in the round. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Got out of the way of that right hook. They're in trouble. A much better game plan here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How?
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Look at all that blood, but he's still wanting to come out for more.
Cornerman, get your job done. Do it right.
There's the bell to start round 7. They just gave us a great round. Let's see if they can do it again.
How much energy did they use? How hard and how tough and how much they had to dig deep. This is just ridiculous. I don't know what to expect. I'm tired just watching it.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice counter. Nobody home with that hook. Nice counter shot. Incredible work. Oh, wait a minute. And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. Trying to buy time. Did you see that? A chance to make history. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That cut is going to cause some serious problems.
Man, oh man, you know what? He's got to hope the referee doesn't jump in and stop it.
And we enter the 8th round. They just gave us one hell of a round. Let's see if they'll do it again.
What a round. What have they got left? How can you get better than that? That is ridiculous. That's stuff you see on video games.
Hook misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook doesn't score. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. That counter, and they got caught. Oh, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's a knockdown. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four. You still want to fight?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
You'd like to see more jabs. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.